Money will be granted to you, titles will be given to you, influence and authority will perhaps be thrust upon you, but a great character will not fall upon you by chance. As long as you live, keep learning how to live. What is good? What is good, not what is good. Well, is there anything in life worth pursuing? Is there something that if we have, we for sure will flourish in life? It definitely can be good food, because good food alone cannot run our whole life. It's definitely not money, because we know so many people who have money and are more miserable than poor people. It can be relationships, because they make us better, but again, they're not the only thing that can enrich us. They can lift us, and they can also send us behind. To better understand what this thing could be, we shall first ask Socrates.
Who?
Yes, the ancient philosopher. We will first see a dialogue between Socrates and Clinias to give us a better understanding. So, I will say Socrates in a deep voice and Clinias in the voice of a boy. "O now, son of Oxychus, let me ask you a question. Do all men desire happiness?" I know this is not a sensible question, but I need to ask this. "There is no one," said Clinias. "Who doesn't?" "Well then, since we all desire happiness, how can we be happy? Shall we not be happy if we have many good things?" Clinias agreed. "And what things do we cherish as goods?" No wise man is required to tell us this, for everyone will say that wealth is a good, and are not health and beauty goods, and other personal gifts? Can there be any doubt that being born in a great family and having power and fame are goods? Clinias agreed. "And what other goods are there?" Socrates said. "What do you say of temperance, justice, courage? Do you not indeed think, Clinias, that we shall be more right in ranking them as goods than not ranking them as goods? For a dispute might possibly arise about this. What do you say?" "They are goods," said Clinias. "Very well," Socrates said. "And in what company shall we find a place for wisdom? Among the goods or not?" Clinias said. "Among the goods." You remember, we both agreed that we should be happy and fortunate if many things were presented to us. Clinias agreed as well. "And should we be happy by reason of the presence of good things if they did not profit us, or if they profit us?" "If they profited us," Clinias said. "And would they profit us if we only had them and didn't use them? For example, if we had a lot of food and did not eat it, or if we had a lot of drinks and did not drink them, shall we be happy?" "Certainly not," Clinias said. "And if a person had all the wealth and all the goods in the world and didn't use them, would he be happy just because he possessed them?" "No," Clinias said. Then Socrates said, "For a man to be happy, he must not only have the good things, but he must also use them. There is no advantage in merely having them." Then Clinias said, "No, there is no advantage in actually just having them." "Well then, Clinias, but if you have the use as well as the possession of good things, is that sufficient to make you happy?" Clinias said, "Yes." "And may a person use these things rightly or wrongly?" Clinias said, "He must use them rightly." "That is true," Socrates said. "And the wrong use of a thing is far worse than the non-use. For one thing is evil, and the other is neither good or evil. Do you accept that?" Clinias agreed. Then Socrates said, "Clinias, the sum of the matter appears to be that the goods of which we spoke before are not to be regarded as goods in themselves, but the degree of good and evil in them depends on if we use them wisely. Under the guidance of ignorance, they are greater evils than their opposites, and under the guidance of wisdom and virtue, they are greater goods, but they in themselves are nothing." Clinias agreed. "What then," Socrates said, "is the result of all this? Is this not the result, that other things are neither good or bad, and that only wisdom is good and ignorance is evil?" Clinias agreed.
Wow. Right? Great. Amazing.
That lesson on what is good in life brings us exactly to our next lesson on the Stoics, who share a similar view. So if you have loved what is in this video so far, like and subscribe to the channel so that this information can reach a bigger audience. The more likes and subscriptions, the more people can be touched with this information. So what is indifferent in Stoicism? The Stoics say that conventional goods are not good in themselves. They are neither good nor bad. Look at wealth. A Stoic would argue that wealth is not a good, but neither good nor bad. Wealth can be used to harm others or even to harm yourself. Clearly, the wolf cannot be considered as good. What is really good lies in those qualities of character, the virtues of temperance, justice, courage, and wisdom, through whose application the conventional goods may be used to benefit the person, as well as other people as well. The Stoics call conventional goods like wealth and health as indifferent because they're indifferent with respect to being good or bad. They're indifferent in us achieving well-being and mental flourishing. This does not mean that we're indifferent to our natural needs like food, shelter, or relationships. The Stoics don't mean that we can actually live without them. We may need and desire them, but they're not good in themselves. So you may be wondering, how can this make me indifferent to life?
I suppose nothing hurts you.
Only pain.
Wow, is it really true that nothing can hurt us? Well, we might never reach that level, but we can get very close. Anyway, that leads us to virtues. What matters most in life according to Stoicism is that we should develop our character and act with virtue in all circumstances. Think of virtues like personal characteristics. The Stoics say that if we do this, we shall flourish in life. Now, of course, for most people, it is not easy to change the attitude that the societal conventional goods are indifferent. For I understand that many people have devoted their lives to acquiring and maintaining these indifferent things. Many people will spend their energy pursuing not what they need, but what they have been convinced to want. The issue is that without a good character, these things cannot actually be fully enjoyed. With your new knowledge of what is really good, in the next video we will see a great mindset to have when things do not go our way in life. As we all know, we should not ask if something bad will happen, but when it will happen. Because we often hear the inexperienced say, "I didn't know this was in store for me." But the wise man knows that all things are in store for him. Whatever happens, he says, "I knew it." The knowledge in this video mostly comes from Seddon in his book, A Practical Guide to Stoic Living.
Thank you very much, sir. I don't think you'll regret it.
Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel. And also check out my other videos. Have a good day.